Dude, so I want to make this video very quickly. I want to do this extremely fast. I don't even care if anybody has, you know, actual access to this phone and they're hacking into it, whatever else have you. It really doesn't matter. Like, nobody's gonna have actual freedoms, you know, in the future, unless, of course, you're kind of like dang, this is crazy. Somebody's like really hacking into this thing, but it's not that big of a deal. The point is that yeah, basically, like, in the future, you're going to be accumulating like things from a certain metric. So you think going to a 9 to 5 is like going to give you a better chance of, like, you know, having this digital currency, and then, you know, if we're dealing with like any digital citizenship, you don't get any of the benefits from that solely. You know, like, sometimes you need to actually, no, don't do that. Okay, never mind. She's not gonna cooperate. So, I really want to make it apparent, like, that I actually have spies, like, around me a little bit better than, you know, just whatever is going on right there. But I digress anyway. Like, it's pretty, you know, simple to realize that, yes, there are real spies after me. And actually, speaking of all that, yeah. Look at this. Look at this, smitten. Do you even know what that means? That just means, like, intimacy, but it's like more illegitimate. Like, you know, you're paying for girls, you're paying for guys, whatever else happened.
How did it go, Peter? How did it go?
It went pretty well. I mean, I like girls with certain features. This is kind of going overboard. I think the trans community is going to very much inquire on certain tech companies and, you know, what do you call it? Entertainment companies. You know, because the trans community, you know, China, I talk about, you know, the fact that children were used as meals, but that's kind of like getting too broad, that's getting a little too deep. So somebody's going to want payback for that. Meanwhile, you got this female actress. It's like, how do you know if she knows somebody, you know, in tech industry or something, you know?
Much worse.
Anyway, look at this bribery, though. Hold on a second. Closed doors, invisible shackles. Yeah, I really don't care. I don't care about your Dubai technology, your Dubai trafficking skills, America. We already know you've been having that, dude. Hey, speaking of trafficking skills, let's look at Iran. Oh, wait a second. Before I get conserved or anything, just so you know, there's actual prostitutes, and then you get it. You get it. Yeah. Governments are like, you know, somebody that knows social media and tech well, you know. Isn't that like the most obvious thing that your government could do after they literally get to... Well, I don't know if Donald Trump's ever had a meal in China that involves children. But, you know, hashtag Panama City, I guess. But one thing's for sure is there's real bribery from, you know, the UK getting involved here. And I thought the cartel was going to be my only, you know, biggest adversary, but no. I mean, I've been having the Chinese mafia after me and whatever else have you. It's just because there will be bigger karma to pay, maybe, if I'm taken out. Think about somebody that they have to get an entirely, a whole nother set of data for a lifetime, basically. Like, think of 3 years of data, like, spying on somebody, actually having all the evidence, already putting it out, like, and plus still having the hashtags to prove it now. Dude, I have more evidence now than I did back then. Look at this. Money trail, tax evasion. How are you doing, Donald Trump? Hope you're good. I don't know how he's doing emotionally, get it? Because it's like, dude, I don't mind like rooting for you, and you know, now those same people who are so called you know, against you and your you know, your cause and whatnot, now they're just like calling me the loser. But you see, after October 7th and me coming to Judaism and me having to be the American scapegoat of the century, I don't really care if you call me a loser anyway, because you're all anti-Semitic anyway, just like my mom. It's like, dude, we've been going through this for so many centuries. It's almost like Jews are kind of self-hating now. So it's like, I don't even really care. And I don't even want to get into self-hating stuff because, you know, Donald Trump, get it? But, especially China, like their whole entire culture or whatever else have you. And Mexico too, 100%. You guys are all self-hating. For some reason, I want to get into this really quick. Shoot, cool, butterfly, man. It's a black and yellow one. That's awesome. That's so crazy. Anyway, so Romanians, for some reason, they hate their country. Like, they really don't like their country. They don't like their culture. They don't like anything about themselves. And I'm just wondering, I'm like, why exactly? And I kind of think about, like, you know, everything that goes on in America. And, you know, not only the amount of, like, injustice or any sort of, like, systematic problems or whatever. I just think about the pure corruption and just getting screwed over. Like, not even being intellectual about it at all. Just keeping it very simple and conventional. So, yeah, I think this is like the biggest proof that, you know, this is all bull, you know? I wouldn't be surprised still. I still would not be surprised, okay? Oh, I see why this thing keeps going off. Hold on. Dude, it had that hand motion and then like some kind of voice activation. That was really annoying. How's the UK doing? After this one, how is the UK doing? I mean, I'd really like to know, you know? Also, I don't like RFK. I mean, I thought I liked this guy, but I actually don't. You're a huge pedophile. You take pictures half naked with your daughter, and you also definitely meddled with my insurance and my health care, and I don't like you. But I thought I did. I thought you were a cool guy, you know? Like, Donald Trump, at least he could give a break because he actually is a senior, and like, now people are questioning his mental stability, so I might as well take the advantage as best as I can right now and be like, yeah, this guy's very unstable. April the 8th is the day before my birthday, and I swear to God, if I wouldn't have put a little bit more of the Epstein list out, you all probably would not be here right now. My birthday is on the 9th of April. So don't try to say, oh, you know, this is just all conspiracy. Oh, he's just a conspiracy theorist. That's all coincidence. See that? See that after I talk about healthcare? You see how much they spy on me? See that, nurse? Yeah, exactly. 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 Oh, also, by the way, taxes, whatever else have you. Look at luxury tax. It's crazy. Donald Trump, how are you doing? You doing pretty good, dude? I don't mind, dude, you know? Like, don't worry, it's all good. He's doing good, apparently. Look at it. Even underscores my mom's name, like my mom's a whole elite. You an elite, mom? You're with Donald Trump now? Dude. Hold on a second. Before I was about to show what I was about to show, people have to understand something. I wasn't a huge Donald Trump fan, right? I'm not a huge fan of anybody, to be honest. Like, I'm not somebody to idolize anybody. Like, if I idolize anybody, it's probably myself, because, like, I didn't used to have confidence. And now I basically am forced to have... Get this. I'm forced to have confidence, right? I'm forced to really look like I'm just cynically okay. Like just way too well adjusted every single day because of your stupid mental health care system, America. And because you don't want to get caught with the Epstein list, Donald Trump. That's it. I literally have a United States representative shirt. How I got this shirt, I don't even have to disclose that to you, because you know why? Now the United States is starting to become more like a police state, and what better time than an actual police state coming into our country. So I may be looking around out of frustration, but that's only because I don't have the chance to speak on behalf of the American people or myself as an American and be able to speak up against the UK government, which I've seen what you've done to people at their front doorsteps with their very corrupt, with their trafficking system. It's not a mental health care system. It's a damn trafficking system. Trafficking does not involve people of value at all times. People that are very undervalued, they have to be trafficked somewhere so that way they don't speak on anything. Why do you think that people that are conserved, they, depending on what the judge orders them, they either get to have their phone or they don't? Australia, you're in I want to get on Australia really quick. Australia, you are a human experimenting fake royalty, and an oligarchy that I have never been able to examine very thoroughly and very much conclude to the totalitarianistic methods and mishandlings too. That because you mishandled Australia, you mishandled big time. I've been having you on my phone, dude. I'm still locked out of my phone and I'm not upset. Also, for paranoia's sake and all this stupid mental health care system, which there's no mental health care system that exists. It's all human trafficking, okay? Obviously, the people that are undervalued and that apparently have no value, in reality, they're just countervaluing, the country, royalties, whatever else have you, and for good reason. And that's all they're doing, okay? That's why the police come up and they harass these people, Meanwhile, all these other... If you see the people that actually get stuck, in their homes, with the police coming up to them saying that they're crazy or whatnot, but then I already put enough of, these entries out so nobody can really touch me. How does that feel? And good. I'm glad. There are some times where I was like, you know what, dude, I kind of wish I didn't release the Epstein list. I see how this is affecting people's lives, but no. You know what that would be the equivalent of? Me backing up Sean D. Combs. Would you want me to back up that guy? What about if I backed up El Chapo Guzman? So forget about somebody in the entertainment industry and he's like kind of like meddling with people, especially Britney Spears. Glad you're all right. Oh, Kanye West too. So that way there's a good ratio. So that way it doesn't seem like I'm trying to simp for anybody or something. Or clout chase, whatever. The point is that this person has taken the lives of a lot of people. So also, if you kind of think about it, he kind of runs the entire Latin to Hispanic community population, excuse me. Nobody else runs it, okay? You could try to think of somebody else who runs it. It's like saying China doesn't run every single Asian community. You fucking idiot. Why do you think they have the biggest army, and why do you think they're able to literally just trespass into, certain countries? Or even if they can't trespass, they basically have to force their entry in there, basically put a something up to the head of Also, China probably is the biggest threat to the president. Probably, definitely, 100%. Actually, as soon as I release the Epstein list, certified not a threat to the United States at all. Whatever sitting president there is. So, anyway. Whistleblower protection? Come on, man. They're not going to do that for me. You kidding me? Hey, but look at that right there. Wait, hold on, though. Look at this right here. See that? Whoa, dude. Dude, I'm gonna save this as a sticker. Dude. This has been in my last phone for the longest time, so. And I know what people are gonna say. They're gonna be like, dude, you still call up your mom. You think you're such a hero. You still call up your mom. You still call up, you know, all these mentors that you apparently have. You still call up, you know, some of your friends, a best friend, whatever. I'm just like, dude, why do people have to steal my own accomplishments away from me as soon as I do something huge like this? Like, why do you feel the need to do that? Explain it. See that? They're going to be able to, you know, go to whatever school they want to, be able to go to whatever work they want to, and they could basically kind of actually commit whatever crime they want to. I mean, gosh, I mean, a girl could even run me over and nothing will happen to them. And you want to know the proof behind that? There, so that way, you know, nobody tries to say that I'm freaking, you know, just trying to harm the reputation of others. Look at that. Getting ran over for releasing that Epstein list. Look at that. See that? The Diddy files too, by the way. But can't forget about the Diddy files. So, yeah, dude. I just wanted to make this quick video because, you know, I saw what happened on the news. Saw that we had some people come in and try to claim that they're so-called, you know, I don't even know what he said, conspirators. I don't even want to quote. But just so-called people's ruining the reputation of America. You ruined your own reputation. Nobody ruined the reputation for you, dude. Because you want to know a good example? What Sean Diddy comes to everybody, nobody asked him to do that. Nobody asked him to do any of that. You know what I mean? Like, you did what you did, and you're responsible for it. Donald Trump could get away from every bit of consequence and whatever else have you. To be honest, I'm only saying this because it seems like he's getting away with a lot of stuff, and he probably is going to continue to get away with a lot of stuff anyway because he has so many connections. That's fine. You want to get away with whatever you want, Donald Trump? Just get away with it, dude. Whatever, you know? Freaking send us off to war, yet I still put out the Epstein list, and nobody wants to back me up. But you would rather go to war than go against your own parents, not to attack them or anything, but just to back up one person. You would be willing to go to war. That's what you're essentially doing. And I don't mind, dude. Don't get it twisted. I have autism, but I don't care, dude. I don't care what happens to me. And I definitely don't deserve to be drafted after I release this Epstein list. You know, since all of you freaking want to worry about your own lives. That's what I said. But if you think I do, then you think I do, dude. And I think you'd be pretty biased, and to be honest, you're probably a sellout anyway, so you're probably a sellout anyway. Just Jamaican UPS driver? UPS, don't you work with the police? Most of these police departments, they've been trafficking all these kids. Especially like Los Angeles Police Department. They've been, I don't even want to get into this, you know. But anyway. Oh, almost forgot. Hold on a second. Speaking of all that, yeah, just what's sad state of affairs. UPS are probably just like FedEx, honestly. Don't say anything else. Dude, I'll give this guy credit, but look at. I don't think anybody understands, but oh my goodness, dude. That's a bit sad, but at that point, I mean, like, if you're gonna be rampant like that, you're gonna be guzzling it, you know? You wanna sell that much product? Like, dude, that's a bit out of hand, you know? they're not going to make good family homes. They're not going to make good lives for children anyway. So, and then all the children, they'll just be trafficked. So at that point, I kind of don't really, I'm not really concerned what happens to you now. You want one more example? I've said so much about the Philippines, I don't even want to say anything else. You guys had, you guys were a front for the UK Parliament and the United States government to facilitate underage relationships. That's it. Okay. There. So that way I don't have to show anything in the Philippines. Everybody will look at the Philippines history. There you go. 12 and under. 14 and under. Has to be somewhere in that ratio. That's it. Okay. That being said, I know most people should say I should worry about my life, but why? Why? All these leaders, you see how they threaten my life? Also, the president, how do you know whether he's threatening my life or not? And also, how can you say he's not? How can you say the president isn't threatening the life of somebody? Please tell me, dude. Please tell me why he wouldn't be interested. Please tell me, dude. Please tell me why. Look at that. No, but wait, hold on a second. Look at this. Please tell me why he wouldn't. Look at this. I didn't put those hashtags there, see? So, there you go. Also, I forgot to address it. For paranoia's sake and also for the sake of not being trafficked by the mental health care system and the healthcare system, my paranoia was wrong. I had gestures to turn on and shoot video or photos. Whatever, man. I made this freaking video longer than it needed to be, and I might even split it in two because, you know, I don't want anybody to have a better life than me, if especially they don't deserve it, but they're trying to ruin my dreams. I've already had my dreams ruined by my family, so if the public wants to get into this, whatever country they're from, and the president wants to try to ruin my dreams, try it. I already put out the Epstein list, so I don't even have to do anything to anybody. I don't even have to get in another fight in life ever again. If I get beat up and, you know, I get ran over and everything, who's gonna do anything? You think Los Angeles Police Department, the same one that's gonna be trafficking rampantly after 2027 with all their AI technology and everything? That's what I thought. That's what I thought, man. Anyway. By the way, I got ran over at In-N-Out in Westwood for releasing the Epstein list and the Diddy files, and kind of releasing El Chapo analysis. I kind of have affected the Latin Hispanic community a lot, and I'm glad. You know, you should be affected. This is this guy's truck, by the way. Yes, that's the whole truck that ran me over. Look at that, just huge. I won't show his license plate, obviously. Ford F-150, even rhymes. XLT. UCLA just traffic children. They really do, dude. I mean, you don't have to. If you don't think they do, that's on you. That's all I'm gonna say. If you don't think they do, then that's literally on you. Oh, I forgot to mention this. Look at what I got on my YouTube recommended, and look at what's at the bottom. And I want you to take a look at what I'm looking up. Legend of Zelda music. Look at this. Those are not women. This is not women's wrestling. They are not women. Oh my goodness. Must say something about the guy next to him. Has glasses, slick haircut, politician, looks about a pedophile. Also, this is what one of the hashtags is. Yeah, that's crazy. 4th largest provider of offshore financial services. By the way, Panama is like a criminal, like a country. But I mean, I don't know, man. I didn't even get to show everything that I wanted in this video, like, you know. But that's fine, man. If I forget anything, I don't think it really matters. People are just gonna stay tuned. So thanks, appreciate it. God bless everyone. Bonus. I forgot. I'm at Hollywood number 2, which is Brentwood. They don't want you to know about this, by the way. Kind of like how Culver City used to be Beverly Hills, but is no longer. And that's why this whole Rob Reiner incident happened. And then speaking of Reiner, because you know, I kind of treated LA like you know, they're my son. That's where I almost got taken out for releasing the Epstein list. Same spot, everything. Well, actually, I sat in the middle, but whatever. It's like that.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's because I call everybody.
Crazy. And who would have thought that simple phone calls would eventually lead to me releasing the Epstein list? Because it was just like, you know, I don't mind trans women. It kind of doesn't really matter, but well, like the kind that I like. Whatever you like is a lot different from what I like. It's to the point where I don't even really like trans women anymore, and I especially don't like any girls anymore. Like right now, like why would I like girls if, you know, they're all going to be trafficked? Makes zero sense, especially in the #1 trafficking country that you could ask for, which is America. Makes zero sense, even to the point where I get pheromones freaking sprayed on me. Dude, that girl had crazy pheromones. Yeah, I wonder whatever happened to... Oh, actually, you know what? That guy that almost, like, tried to take my life or whatever, you know, this random, you know, non-black African-American guy, he, I literally found him, like, just hanging out, and the LAPD didn't do anything to him. Can you believe it? Yeah, of course you can believe it. I mean, can you, dude? I've been releasing the Epstein list for so long. It's been almost 2 years. It's crazy. And now, now apparently, an autistic person, an autistic Mexican gets to bribe the UK government. Fucking. Even though you were literally involved in everything that you were involved in, and I didn't force anything on you. So crazy, man. Protest a hero. Don't forget about that hashtag. Hashtag protest a hero. Man. It's probably why all these good politicians end up, you know, going down that rabbit hole. They probably have it all together, and then you know, power corrupts, and then they get into, you know, these stupid scandals, and that's what happens. God, let's survey. Shut up.